Get Out. Today we're gonna play We're Not Really Strangers. If you guys haven't heard of this game, check it out. It's pretty damn cool.
I've never played it, so I have no idea how to explain it, but it's basically, from what I understand, you get to know the people or person you're playing with.
Right. I've played it twice now. Once with Logan, my girlfriend, and another time that I didn't get to finish the game, but with some friends. It's really intimate, and yeah,
I'm scared.
I'm all about my feels, and Sam, not that she's not, she's just a little more reserved.
Not publicly about my feels.
This may not be the best situation for Sam and her feelings, but
might go awry.
This is what we're gonna do today. Okay.
So how do we start?
So I always have to like reread the instructions or the directions, but basically, in order to start, like to see who draws first, we have to stare in each other's eyes, and the first one to blink.
Are you kidding me?
It's intimate.
This is how it starts.
So the first one to blink has to draw first.
I suck at this game, bitch.
Ready?
No, but okay.
1, 2, 3. I think I might lose. I blinked.
Damn.
It hurts. Okay, and basically from now on, we're just gonna be drawing the cards in this order. But the game goes in 3 different levels. The first level is all about perception, and this is kind of like to figure out how other people see you or how I see you and how you see me. It's all about gaining perspective on like what it was like when we first met, like the first impression we gave off. So like think of when you're answering the questions, think about that time, like your first impression time, and we'll go from there. And then when level 2 comes,
we'll explain level 2.
But it says a minimum of 15 cards, but I don't know if we have that much time. Yeah,
5
to 7. We'll see how long it's taking. So each of us also get these clear dig deeper cards. If somebody's like not willing to answer one of the questions, we can, and it's for each round. You can only use it once.
Ooh.
Like literally dig deeper.
Hey, yeah,
you need to answer the question, which I will probably have to use it. So this is level 1. Okay. Do I seem like a morning person or a night owl, and why?
I answer that about you? Oh. I'd say you're a night owl because, I don't know, I feel like you get more stuff done at night. Like you feel more inspired at night. In the morning, at least in your current routine, I feel like you're more like rushing to get things done versus like enjoying yourself, your day, your night, whatever.
As far as like, because like that's now. First impressions.
Oh, I have to say then. Huh?
Yeah. Like, what would you have thought?
Okay, in college, I'd still say you were a night person because we'd have 8 a.m.s. And not that you were ever, like, mad, but, like, I'm not a morning person. So
and
I feel like...
absolutely not a morning
person.
person.
So I feel like if you were also not a morning person, then it was fine.
Yeah.
But if you were a morning person, you would have been like, what's up? What are you doing? What's going on? And I would have been annoyed at you, but I wasn't, so...
I mean, I feel like, unfortunately, I feel like I am a night owl, but I would really want to be, like, a fucking morning person. I, like, love sleep, and unfortunately, like, I'd rather, instead of, like, going to sleep early, I'd rather sleep later, which is, like, dumb. But, yeah, I wish I were the other way around. All right, your turn.
Great. This wild card. Think of your favorite childhood TV show of all time. On the count of 3, say it out loud.
3, 2, 1.
Lizzie McGuire?
Dude!
What the heck?
I was either gonna say Kim Possible or Lizzie McGuire. Or even That's So Raven. Like, all 3 of those went into my head, but I was like, I watched Lizzie McGuire more.
I don't know why Phil of the Future was
my god,
in my head.
Show.
I was like, but I wouldn't say that's my favorite. Like, that was a really good one.
That was a really good one. That's so funny. How likely am I to go camping? How high maintenance is my setup? Yeah.
When I first met you, I'd say you would go camping. I don't think I'd say you would have been high maintenance. You probably would have been just like the same as me. So like there needs to be a bathroom and a shower if I'm there for more than 2 or 3 days.
That's a fair answer.
Yeah.
Cool.
Was I right?
Yeah.
What was your first impression of me?
Okay.
Oh, she has it already.
Okay, so then my first impression, like before like actually physically meeting you, so I was like, okay, this is Tori's like best friend from like childhood. That was my like obviously like frame of reference.
So your biases of Tori are gonna come in too then.
I mean, she didn't say anything like bad. She was just like, this is my best friend from like forever, and I was like, cool. And like I had only known Tori for like 2.5 years at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like you immediately like had friends and looked like you had it all together. Which I don't feel like you feel like that was the case. But it looked like you surrounded yourself immediately with people, like, you just made friends in college. Like, you were that bitch. Like, you're like, I'm popular, it's fine. Like, I have friends. College is gonna be a great experience for me.
Okay.
You know?
I was that bitch.
Yeah. And then I just sat, like, in the rows behind you. I'm like, oh, she has fucking friends.
You were in the front row!
Well, in the beginning, I sat in the back. Or, like, I think I sat in front of you, but, like, to the side of you.
I was in the second to last row, or, like, third to last.
Yeah, I remember, like, she, like, looked like she was, like, with the cool kids because they, like, sat all the way in the fucking back, and I was like, whatever.
It just so happened that way, okay? It's just where I sat.
But that was my impression, just, like, that you had it kind of, like, all figured out as far as, like, college-wise. Like, you had friends and stuff.
Interesting. I mean, like you said, I definitely don't think I felt that way in that moment. Because I was, like, literally going through my breakup, and, like, the people I was with were just, like, people I made friends with in that class. And, like, I don't know, we just clicked. Like, it was a guy and his 2 other friends. So, like, I was really only friends with him.
Yeah.
But because he had other friends, it looked like I had a lot of friends, I guess.
Yeah, it just looked like you guys were already, like, a posse.
A clique or something.
I was like, damn,
that's And I never hung out with any of them after that class.
What do you think is the hardest part of what I do for a living?
Hard to answer about today. Amazon, I'd say the learning curve is probably the hardest. But then I'd also say that for Glow Getter.
Yeah.
Everything is a learning curve.
I agree.
Swollen.
How
many speeding tickets do you think I've gotten in my life?
1. Because, you know, everyone makes mistakes, but I feel like Sam's, like, extra careful about shit, so...
Oh, so you think I've only gotten 1?
You probably only get 1. And also, like, in your fucking entire driving record, I feel like that's gonna be the one, like, the only one. Do I seem like someone who would get a name tattooed on myself? Why or why not?
I'd say, like, you're artsy, but not like that. And you didn't have any tattoos, so it was, like...
Yeah.
Like, why would you get a name as your first one? And you weren't, like, head over heels for anyone, like, all crazy, so... No.
I wouldn't get a name.
No.
Absolutely not.
Even today? Okay, what fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through, and what's my order?
First impression or, like, now? Because I feel like...
You can do both if you want.
Okay, now more recently, I feel like you're, like, Chick-fil-A salad, the Southwestern salad. Back in the day, you gave me, like, Del Taco vibes. Which, like, I know that's also true because I feel like you were obsessed with their fries. So that's what I would say. I don't know what other order you would get from Del Taco
other than the fries.
Though.
I would usually just get tacos.
Like, also, like, Sam would be that bitch that gets fries at a fucking taco place.
Dude, the Del Taco fries were good. I don't know what to tell you about that.
As a child, what do you think I wanted to be?
Based on first impressions, what would baby Melissa want to be? I probably would have just said a friggin', like, painter.
Painter?
Like an artist of some sort. I would have just been like, or maybe a musician. Something in the entertainment vibe, I'd say.
I think that's, like, pretty fair. I, like, wanted to be, I think for a really long time, I wanted to, like, as a kid, I wanted to be a fashion designer or a singer or an actress. Like, those 3 were, like, I'm gonna make them all happen.
You're like, all 3.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, I wanted to be a singer, too. Can't sing a
Dude, literally, neither of us can sing anything.
Marketing it is. Ooh, do you think I fall in love easily? Why or why not? Ew, chayo!
No. I think it's hard to tell. Just based on, like, record-wise. Like,
record-wise.
It's just hard to tell because you were in one relationship. But honestly, okay, first impression, I would say no. Because I feel like when I met you, you were on some break a bad bitch vibe. So I was like, she just wants to do her own thing. Like, we went to a fucking frat party. Like, what am I gonna think? She's no girlfriend type
I'm
right
not
now.
the girlfriend girl.
Girl. But yeah, I think now I don't.
Tell me, what do you think?
I just feel like yes and no. Like
How big?
I feel like you've had, like, if you were the type to be, like, absolutely, like, head over heels over everybody, like, or, like, easily to fall into it, it would have already happened multiple times. But you've been very, like, selective about who you enjoy time with. So I would say no, you know, in that case.
So no.
But I feel like you're very easy to give your all to somebody.
Like, I would if I pick you.
Yeah, like, you're selective, but you're all the way. You know what I mean?
Interesting take on me.
Okay.
Oh, that was it?
I think that was round 1.
Okay. Round ones and then kill me.
What is a compliment you wish you received more frequently?
And you just answer that? Or I answer
You answer that. I'm asking you.
Bro, what the hell? I would have broke eye contact if I knew I had to answer them first. Is that a compliment? Saying that you're, like, proud of someone?
You wish people told you that they were proud of you more often?
Or, like, in situations where it counted, yeah. Is that a compliment,
That's
though?
a compliment. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, what is the last thing you lied to your mother about?
I gotta think about that one. Y'all, you should be proud of me, Mom, if you're watching this. I can't even remember the last time I lied to you. Honestly, the biggest lie I can probably remember is, like, hiding my sexuality. Like, that's the last thing I can really remember. Like, I can't remember any, like, bigger lies.
There's no way
But literally, I can't think of one. I have not been dishonest. It's more like I'll answer the question. Like, if I don't really want to answer it truthfully, or, like, full-on truth, I'll just say, like, yeah, I did this today. Like, which is true, but, like...
But I also did a couple other things.
I did other things as well, but I don't want you to, like, get into it with me about it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't lie. I just rework the truth.
I just selectively
speak about what I've done. Have you ever told someone I love you, but didn't mean it? And if so, why?
I'd say no. I don't think I've ever dishonestly said I love you.
All right. That was an easy one.
How would you describe the feeling of being in love in one word? That's really hard.
That's a really hard one. Maybe the word I would just use is connecting.
It says feeling, though.
Oh, feeling.
But, like, good one. I would say that's a good one.
Because...
you don't feel connected.
Connected.
That's the feeling.
Or maybe...
Connection.
Maybe the word sinking. Not, like, drowning, but, like, sinking. Like... S-Y-N. Like, sinking.
I feel like I'm drowning.
Like, I feel like I'm fucking drowning all the time. No, like, sinking. Like... I'm meshing together, yeah. Or like synergy. Synergy, I used to say euphoric, but I feel like things that are too much like that, absolutely.
Euphoria.
We
saw it there, folks.
That's a perfect word for that fucking show. That show's intense. Oh, this is cute. When was the last time you surprised yourself?
It's hard for a Leo-ass bitch to surprise herself.
I hate that.
I'm kidding. Surprised that I, like, really fucking like somebody and I'm not even a year out of
your relationship.
My last relationship.
Do you think, like, that has to do with the fact that, like, you feel, like, almost, like, ready to feel those feelings? Like, the fact that you're surprised that you can feel that?
Yeah, I mean, in first 4 months of the breakup, it was, like... I mean, especially the first month, I was like, I'm never falling in love again. I never want to like anybody. Boys are trash. Like, I hate them. And, like, I never want to go through this again. But I guess basically I just, like, I'm surprised. Old me would be surprised. Last year me. Say, like, surprised with myself that I could feel. Like, feelings of actually liking somebody and, like, wanting to do that.
Yeah.
Surprising. Wouldn't have seen it coming. To say the least. You saw it coming, though. You weren't surprised, were you? Mrs. in our first episode, she's like, I'm just saying, you ain't gonna be single for long. Miss Fergie.
What can I say? I'm intuitive or whatever.
First sibling must reveal a personal problem and ask your partner for advice on how they might handle it.
What the fuck? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Eyebrow twitching. I'm so bad. I feel like you don't have this issue, so, like, it might be difficult to answer this. My issue is I feel like I've always had, like, a lot of like self-acceptance or, like, wanting validity or, like, external validity from people. So, like, when trying to connect with others and create friendships and build relationships, I find it very hard to know whether or not people are genuinely, like, interested in me. It's always an insecurity of mine when, like, even if I feel like things are going good, my brain always reverts to, like, yeah, but, like, this happened, so they probably don't like you. So it's like, how do you propose that how do I allow myself to, like, build a relationship without, like, having these fears or doubting, like, yeah, that's a heavy question, but I just feel because it's, like, it's also nothing you've ever, not that you've never dealt with it maybe, but, like, something that you don't usually deal with. So I feel like from someone who just has that natural instinct, that might be an interesting perspective.
Because you're doubting whether they genuinely are interested in the friendship with you.
Yeah, or, like, even enjoy my presence. Like, that's how I feel.
Say, like, definitely recognizing that it's something that maybe you're just projecting onto a situation. Like, first, like, realizing, like, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe I should ask someone else, which I feel like you do. Like, I feel like you talk about it like in general, because I know nothing's gonna be a quick fix or like an easy, like I'm not gonna have an answer and you're gonna be like, oh my god, that's so makes so much sense, you know, because obviously it's just like something you're dealing with. I mean, if I were to just say what I like and genuinely feel like to you, I would say like, don't doubt yourself and what you bring to the table, because like I don't think that you're ever coming across ingenuine or like you're always being true to yourself. So if there's people that want to be your friend, I feel that
it's just, I feel like that's good advice, but I feel like it's like,
I get that it's like you're just gonna still second guess.
I'm still like that, just because I feel like it's, I just also think about this thing where like I feel like maybe at one point I felt that about you, or I felt that about Jen or even Logan. And so I think back, like, when did that change for you? Like what made you feel validated at that point, you know?
Right.
And I can't answer it. So I'm like, I wonder if like there's like a switch that I can turn on, or like
the other person.
Is it that the other person like gives me enough vulnerability to like understand that we're like solid, or like you get me now, you know what I mean?
I feel like there's a big importance to you about like someone else hearing you, understanding you, and like maybe just like not judging you for how you feel, and like even if we disagree on things, we still are like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like that's a big thing for you, so maybe that's just things you're not getting out of those specific friendships.
Maybe. Yeah, that may be true. If you could get to know someone in your life on a deeper level, who would it be and why?
I would say my mom. I feel like I'd want to know, like, the ins and outs of my mom's for some reason. Like, I don't know, your mom is just always, like, this, like, not facade, but, like, your parents in general are, like, these perfect people. And you expect them to just be perfect. Like, as I've gotten older, I've seen, like, obviously my mom's not perfect. And, I don't know, I just, like, want to know, like, how she grew up and, like, what made her that way and, like, the story of her life, basically. Like, I feel like it would also help me understand things about myself.
I also don't know if you believe, like, in, like, spiritually, like, I believe that, like, you take on from your ancestors or even your parents. So, like, their traumas are embedded into you, whether you know it or not, and whether or not you're dealing with them, like, on a daily basis. There's something that you carry within you until, like, almost like the spell is like lifted or whatever. Maybe you even pass your mom's trauma to your kids, and then your kids are the ones who figure that trauma out, and then like it's uplifted from the family line, if that makes sense.
Interesting. I've never thought about it that way. I mean, that makes sense, because I mean, even things that I would say you don't necessarily think are trauma or whatever can get passed down, and it's just like cultures, I guess. It's
interesting for sure. That's cool. I feel like that's a good...
I also want to know more about my grandma, too. Like, that's why. Because my grandma passed, like, a month after I was born. I've just heard, like, very few stories. What's the most pain you've ever been in that wasn't physical?
The most emotional pain? I think you know what situation I'm talking about.
Okay.
Which, like, feels silly to think, because, like, it's not that it's not a big deal, but I think that it, like, shattered a lot of... like expectations of myself and also my reality and who I thought I was. It kind of like all shattered, and at that point like it was almost like I had to rebuild who I thought I was, and like it just felt really lost. So I think that was an emotional pain. It was like also like you're the one who did this to yourself. So it was like, I have no one to blame. Like, I can't blame it on an ex. I can't blame it on a friend. You know, it was like, you're the person who fucking did this. And so it was like a lot of like self-hatred and a lot of like I don't want to say self-abuse, but like I was like literally mentally abusing myself like every day. So I think that's the hardest, the most painful that I've done. Yeah. A lot of other trauma that I have, but it's like that I can blame on other people. Ask a question you'd be too afraid to ask. Something you wouldn't dare to ask.
To ask you? I'm at a loss. Something I'd be too afraid to ask you? I don't know. I don't have anything.
Goes to show how open I am. I guess.
You're all... and let's just say it speaks to my character. I genuinely don't think I have one. Do you have one for me? You can say yes, but not ask it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What is something you wouldn't want to change about yourself?
I think there's like a lot within this that I would like want to change, but I think my overall, what I wouldn't want to change is like my deeply rooted like perspective on life. I wouldn't want to change. But then there's also like the small parts, pieces of like, I wish I wasn't so negative sometimes, or like I wasn't so anxious, which like that's not like the overall, but like the overall perspective of how I see and view life, I would never want to change. I feel like I see life very magical and
I was gonna say like beautiful,
opportunistic. Yeah, that was level 2, guys. Seems like Sam can barely breathe. So phase 3 or level 3 is all about reflection, which is kind of based on like what we've already uncovered in the game and maybe even like digging a little deeper on like some of the answers that we've already covered. What do you think my superpower is?
I'm trying to think of top doggy. I feel like you're gonna laugh when I say this one, but you're gonna think it's not true. But I'd say your superpower is connecting with people, which I know is like the thing that you say you like.
That's what I put on my resume. That's not what I feel.
Like she says, I wish I connected more with people, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like you genuinely connect with the people you're connected to.
That's sweet. Maybe I should start feeling that way about myself.
Wild card again.
Fuck with all of these wild cards.
Beautiful. Wild card. Write down one thing you want to let go of this year, read it out loud, then rip it up together.
Each
write something down.
Mine is pretty simple, just doubt.
Okay, that's a good one. Mine says having my walls up.
Ain't that a good one?
Okay, ready?
Period. What do you think my defining characteristic is?
Defining characteristic.
This made you think. Damn.
Well, because, like, characteristics are a lot. I'd say it's your creativity. Creativity carries through every single part of your life.
I feel like I've always felt like I'm a creative person, but maybe it's just like this thing that I have where I'm like, I'm not the most creative person. So it's like, it lessens how much I believe in how creative I am.
Girl, what did we just rip up?
Doubt. Whatever. She's gone.
We said doubt. Goodbye.
Whatever. Okay.
Do you believe everyone has a calling? If so, do you think I found mine?
I personally believe that there's multiple callings a person can have, because it's kind of silly to think that like there's just this one thing that you're really good at, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that you're in the right track of like being within like the multiple callings you probably have in your lifetime. This is probably definitely one of them, just based on the fact that not only like are you creative, but I think you are very good at talking to people and helping people like bring their ideas together. So I would say yes. And like thinking about the future of like Glow Getter, I feel like you'd be incredible at like doing big seminars or like just like public speaking and kind of just being like a teacher. I think you'd be good at that.
That's very sweet of you.
Based on what you learned about me, does my social media accurately reflect who I am? Why or why not?
Ooh, juicy juice. I'd say it does not accurately reflect who you are.
Always just want me to post.
Because she doesn't post. So, as social media consultants, I'd like her to post more. Oh I mean, okay, but I think in general, like, your account does portray, like, if I saw your account and I knew nothing about you, I would at the very least understand, like, your basic, like, morals, ethics, ideas. I'd like some vegan recipes somewhere, because this girl can cook and that's nowhere on her page. What else do you need to add? More pictures, number one. You always take artsy photos and do nothing with them. It's like not even just of you. Like, stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, that's cute. And then she takes a picture and does nothing with it. You'll do it with Glow Getter sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I would say, like, yes, if I saw your account. I wouldn't be like, oh, she's fake.
Yeah.
I just want more.
I want more.
Give me more.
Got it.
Oh my god. Wild card. Give each other nicknames. We already have fucking basically Sam and Mel, Glow Gorals. I really just want to call you Goral.
Goral. Gorley. I'll call you Gorley. You call me Goral.
Goral and Gorley. Say hello. We officially only respond to Goral and Gorley. We need to explain that.
I know.
People are very confused. It's girl with an O, like Goral.
Goral.
Because technically we didn't like start saying it because of this, but I think I've connected it to this.
Yeah.
From Despicable Me, Gru. He calls them girls.
I think because we just would say like Goral, and then like it just started like becoming like Goral. You're a Goral.
You're Goral.
What is a lesson you will take away from our conversation?
I would say like maybe continue to make sure I'm like validating you in our friendship, since that's so important to you.
That's cute.
Yeah.
It's not your job, but I appreciate it.
What would make you feel closer to me?
I mean, I know that we're very close already, but I think that you probably still have walls up of some sort, some vulnerability that you probably could still release. And I feel like I'm finding it every day. I feel like you probably will like eventually be more vulnerable. Not that you're not already. I feel like we already like intertwine like our friendship with work. So like it's not like I'm missing something because we're just doing work, but maybe like we do just need to hang out.
I feel that.
You
like
know?
when we went to Vegas. We
yeah,
really
like that just felt like fun.
I agree.
Because I feel like we do already mix like our fun with work because our job is pretty fun.
Yeah.
but like definitely like setting just fun time aside. But yeah.
I agree.
What about me most surprised you?
It's so hard to say because, like, in college, because I mean, I guess this is kind of going back to the first impression of you, like, because then what would have surprised me from then? In college, I just feel like I got to know a good amount about you, like, initially, because it's like we went to a party together, so like, and you could get down, and then you were serious about school, because like we were in all our classes, we were on track. I feel like it's something so small, like that's why I can't think of it, like just something really dumb. It's not that nothing surprises me, it's just like I can just make it all make sense.
I get that.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you saying you liked interior design, it didn't necessarily surprise me, because I'm like, makes sense. But I wouldn't have been like, oh, Mel's gonna like really be passionate about interior design.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it surprised me when you said you wanted to go to beauty school. Like be an esthetician. Like, I wasn't like, oh, like, she could never. Like, that wasn't what I thought. It was just like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know, you, like, really, really liked it.
Yeah, I love skin.
Yeah. Last card. Oh my god, this one's cute. This is a really good last card. Wild card. Give your partner a hug, not the crappy kind. A warm, fluffy one.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay.
It's a good ending one. Not a crappy hug. Love it.
Love good hugs. Final card. We didn't have to use these. Cute.
We said we got enough.
Each player write a message to the other, fold and exchange, open only once you two have parted. We just finished our letters. There you go. Thank you very much.
We did later. That was the game. It wasn't as
intense.
Yeah, as intense. But I'm sure it could be more.
It could be if you're playing for like 15 rounds. You know what I mean? Like 15 cards.
We have no idea what we're doing in Glowing Hour. Sure, we're gonna brainstorm for like 10 minutes right now.
And then figure it out.
Hopefully it's interesting.
Hopefully drunk entertainment that's...
We're for sure gonna be drunk, so it's gotta be good.
It's gotta be good. Alright, see y'all later.
So we're back.
So we figured it out.
It took us a little more than 10 minutes to brainstorm, but we're back. And we decided to do a little look through our Twitter drafts and some things in our notes app.
I feel like on your end it's gonna be like funny shit, and then on mine it's just gonna be like
sad
shit that I wrote when I was fucking depressed or something. But we'll see how it goes. Like,
tee. All right, who's going first?
Why don't you go first? Oh, also same drink as last time. Did we do salt rim last time?
But we did a salt rim the last time.
Again, same thing. Need the recipe? Go look at the other episode.
Let's see. I remember saying this with Emily, and so I put it in my Twitter drafts, but I knew like it was too much to tweet. It was cute in the face, but homeless in the fit. And you know, like we met, like I just dressed really ugly, like
yeah.
But like I look cute in the face today.
I thought you were talking about like a guy you saw, like in the face,
homeless in his fit. No,
I was gonna say he could just be a hipster. You know, like back in the day, like hipsters were just...
No, it was about ourselves.
I'm gonna combine two of them because I feel like they were within the same period of time.
Okay.
I wrote, "You are so fucking stupid, LMAO, ... And then I put, "I'm fucking over his dumb ass. Just take the help. What makes your decision so hard? We're all human, just trying to help one another." Like, what are you fucking talking about? Also, I was roasting someone.
You said, "Grow up, you're stupid." Damn, who? Do you have any idea who, like, in your head? Any idea who that's about?
Maybe?
Like,
it could be literally about any of my exes. I don't fucking know. That's that.
It says, "Y'all want to know the most Leo thing I've ever done? In elementary school, I won a writing award for an essay all about myself."
You did not.
I did.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That was like the first award I ever won too, so I was like...
Who validated her at a young age for being this way? Said, "Yes, Sam, 100%. Great job."
He was like, "The detail you put into your essay was so good." He's like, "When your hair is wet, it's dark brown. Like, you really just went into details." Period. Like, I know exactly what all about me.
What kind of prompt was this? Like, write about...
It was like, write about yourself prompt.
All right, my next one. Okay, I'll give the context after.
Okay.
And it's also not okay, but it's just... Okay.
Oh, God.
"I don't see how people can say life is boring. I mean, go out and do something. Go on a hike, read a book, text me if you need Xanax, cry a bit. You know, whatever, LMAO. Why am I ending everything in LMAO?
You're like, just so you know, I'm not super serious.
I'm not really serious, but like LMAO. The context of that was that my brother was being prescribed a bunch of Xanax for a while, and he was like, honestly, you should just sell it. Like, I'll give it to you and you can sell it. And I was like, might be a business venture, but I don't want to go to jail. He's like, you have friends, like just kind of like throw it in there. And I was like,
so
not
that
gonna
was
work
your
out, bro.
subtle way
that was
of...
like, hey, if you need anything,
if you need
I
Xanax,
got you.
But you never went through with it, so.
No, I never pushed send or whatever.
Stayed in the drafts for a reason. Okay, I'm just gonna follow it up with the next Leo one. It says, hi, I'm a Leo and I've gone too long without getting attention. I'm a little ashamed about that one.
It's in the drafts.
It stayed in the drafts though. Like,
you said, this is being too much.
I said, you're asking for attention, but don't ask.
My next one, I don't think it was supposed to be a draft. It just literally says failed to send.
Oh.
It says, apparently anything is possible since a complete dumbass was elected. So yeah, it's kind of serious.
What? The last part of it.
Yeah, so it's kind of serious.
What does it start off with?
Apparently anything is possible.
And then, yeah, so it's kind of serious.
Yeah. Like, it's serious. Like, anything is possible.
I was like, people weren't kidding.
Yeah.
When they say that.
When they say anything is possible.
Got it. I'm glad it didn't send though, because it was just a little confusing to
confusing.
get there.
what were you trying to say here, bitch? I have another one about Trump. Let me just throw
Spit
it out. Trump is using his presidency as publicity for his businesses, using it for free advertising, monetizing the presidency. I'm disgusted. I was like, bitch, why are you calling out his marketing skills?
Yeah, like why
Just kidding.
I was thinking genius.
Genius.
Why are you clocking him on some good?
I said, I see you. I see what you're doing. It ain't working for me.
I don't really know if this is funny.
None of mine are funny. They're just like out there.
I don't know if anyone's gonna think this is cute, but it says bitches, and then like this is what bitches are saying. It says, I didn't eat breakfast this morning, so I deserve to have like 8 biscuits with my dinner tonight. And then I put space on bitches. It was one of those days.
It was one of those days.
I said I didn't have breakfast, but I could have 8 more biscuits.
I love me some biscuits.
Where's the balance?
I'm gonna read these two together. I wrote, first of all, one of them just says think. I just decided to draft a think. Not a thank you, just a think. It says, count on no one. Everyone will disappoint you. But then in the next one I said, be nice. Even to those who you don't think deserve it. They might be going through more than you could ever understand. But you're going through something.
What's going on in that brain of yours? 3rd grade me. Now that I can do front and back flips off the diving board, it's over for you bitches.
Yeah. Truly it was.
That's how it felt.
It honestly was over for everybody.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you want to see me do that off the edge and not break my head open?
Got you.
It's on you.
Got it.
Don't get shown up.
I wrote,
Truly.
again, I'm gonna read them together because I feel like, why do I do this?
It's
Why
like
do
a
I have
story.
It's
I have
like a
some of
story. You're on some shit, bitch. What the fuck is you doing? With like a bunch of G's. And then I put, comma, rip my heart out already, will you? That shit flipped. And then the next one says, get someone who loves and accepts your pettiness. Or maybe they just... ... Like, I don't know what I was about to say.
Like, maybe they just... Okay. I'll give you context after. It says, you had me at 6'4" with a black Supreme hoodie. Next one. If you happen to be a 6'4"
What?
if you happen to be a 6'4" male wearing a black Supreme hoodie at the Matador last night. ... You done fucked up.
You done fucked up. Okay. This one, I still stand by.
Okay.
And also, it's like very current and relevant. I wrote, I didn't forget when y'all hated on Ariana Grande for saying she hates America.
People hated on her for that?
Do you not remember that video?
No.
She went into like a donut shop.
I remember when she got high and licked the donut.
Yeah, she was high as fuck. She licked the donut.
Yeah.
And then I think she said something like, they said like, oh, you're like, I don't know what the context was. Why do I feel like that's it? But like she said something that like was like, fuck America, I hate America.
And people were like, why do you hate America?
And they're like, oh my god, like look at her being so unpatriotic. Like how, like if you hate America so much, why are you like a star in America? And it was like, what? Everyone would laugh at that shit now. Like, are you kidding me? Again, these go together.
You and the pairings.
It goes, like he deserves. That's it.
Oh.
And then I wrote, you're doing amazing. And just to like cherry on top of that one, I made an appointment with the school counselor / therapist today.
Why do I remember you sending me a screenshot of that tweet? You were like, should I send it? And I was like, no. I said, all right, so making a car payment was fun for a sec, but I'm tired. Where are the sugar daddies at?
She said I'm tired.
I mean, I'm really glad it stayed in the drafts, but it would have probably got a lot of retweets.
But this one, I titled it Thoughts, Thoughts, Thoughts. But like THOT. THOT.
I love that.
But hugging, : I learned to hug in my 20s. I learned platonic intimacy, and the word relationship can be more than just obvious romantic one.
Sweet. Bless you.
Thank you.
This one says, Mel convinces me to do some dumbass shit. I can't wait for her ass to be back in LA.
What the fuck? What did I convince you to do?
I have no idea. This one says, laughing my ass off, me realizing ... I don't know ... I fucking forgot ... mid-tweet ... cheers. Waiting for a guy who will treat me the way I deserve without having to ask, and not settling for anything less.
Period.
Drop the mic, bitches.
Don't wait for something outside of you to be happy. You can't wait for your healing to feel gratitude and happiness. Change your energy and change your life. Matter doesn't create energy. Energy creates matter. Your energy is creating your reality. Your person in reality? That doesn't make sense. That last part didn't make sense.
Maybe it was place? Girl, you're out here writing poems and stuff. Okay, I mean, I'm sure there's juicy ones in there. I don't need to get any deeper into that.
This is just making me think that I should just start typing shit up,
That's what I do.
and if it's too much, just draft.
It's my diary almost.
Honestly, yeah, the drafts are like a diary. Alrighty, guys, this was Glowing Hour. This was Glow or Get Out. I don't know what else to say, but
as always, leave us more suggestions, because as you saw, we had to improvise quickly. Maybe we'll read like actual diary journals next, because we're just really trying to give you the tea, but only if we meet a certain like goal, we'll do that, because that's a lot. Those ones are actually sad, I promise.
No, mine are fucking
I promise
depressing.
you. Anyways, give us suggestions.
Thanks for watching or listening. Catch you guys next Thursday.
See you then.